All right, hey everybody, just checking in and wanting to do another video here, and this time we're going to talk about audio, because audio is fun. And we're going to do a little comparison of when to use a shotgun mic versus when to use a lavalier mic. And I went over to the lake earlier and shot some video comparing using a shotgun versus using a lavalier. So here we are, and I am in front of part of Lake Travis in the background, and I'm here to help you answer the question, what kind of microphone do you need when you want to shoot vlogs? So I'm using a Rode video mic right now, and I wanted to come and test this out outside to see how well this would work. And I'm about a little more than an arm's length away from the camera and just being picked up by the shotgun mic, and it's being recorded straight into the camera. The reason I'm doing this is I couldn't figure out when I was shopping for my microphone, do I want to do a shotgun mic, a lavalier mic? There are benefits and drawbacks to each one. The benefits of the shotgun is you can get pretty small shotgun mics that go sort of right on top of the camera where the Rode video mic is right now. And those are convenient, they're lightweight, and they just kind of clip right on top of the camera. But they're fairly directional. So if I was standing anywhere other than where I am right now, you may not hear me. I'm going to do that right now just to demonstrate. So I'm looking straight at the camera, kind of dead on with the camera. If I move a little bit to the side, let's see how it sounds. I'll just kind of keep talking a little bit. Still looking at it, but I'm about 45 degrees, angled towards the microphone on one side. And about 45 degrees off axis to the microphone in front of it. Let's also listen to what it sounds like if I were to go on the side. I'm now on the left side of the camera. I'm now standing behind the camera. So as you can tell, I'm sure the sound is changing based on where I'm standing. So I'm speaking at the same level as well. So I'm not changing how I'm speaking. I'm just moving around. And now I'm walking away from the camera. So I'm really bad at judging distances, but I'm probably maybe 10 feet away, 10, 15 feet away, and still speaking with the same voice and everything. So just giving you an idea of what a shotgun mic is going to sound like. I'm going to switch to my lavalier mic and do the same test. I'll be right back. All right, so here I am now with the lavalier mic and doing the same type of test. I'm standing about arm's length or so away from the camera and looking straight at it. I'm going to stand off to the side now and about 45 degrees away, looking sideways at the camera and doing the same thing on the other side. And this is how I sound with the lavalier mic. And if you probably couldn't tell, pretty much no matter where I am, it still sounds exactly the same. I'm now standing behind the camera. I'm now nowhere near the camera. I'm actually walking away from the camera here. I'm probably about, 15, 20 feet behind the camera. And now I'm going to walk, sort of do the same thing in front of the camera. So a lavalier mic, especially a wireless one, which I'm happily talking to you on right now, again, pretty far away. A lavalier mic is really a good way to go if you want to be mobile. You want to have free reign to move anywhere you want within your shot. You don't want to have that restriction of being, tied to where the camera is. And I apologize if I'm not looking directly at you. I'm focusing more on where I'm going. This is a really great setup because, again, my voice is going to sound exactly the same as it was whether I had the camera looking away from me, looking towards me. But this is great because now it's just a nice uniform type of sound. So what's the downside to this? Well, the downside is going to be cost. You're definitely going to pay a little more to get a wireless system, especially a good one. The one that I'm on right now is the Sennheiser AVX, and this one is going to sell for the $600 neck of the woods, or $699 I believe is what I paid for mine. So this is not for the faint of budget, unfortunately, but there are some other good comparable systems out there. Rode's got one called the Rode Link, which is good. Also, Audio-Technica makes one called the System 10, which is a little bit higher up than the Rode Link. So definitely do your research and talk to your favorite folks at your camera shop and see what they suggest for you. Before I go to the shotgun, we're going to change something. Now, for those of you, if you can see, I've got my lav mic right about here, and that's where I like to wear mine, just because I don't like to bunch the shirt up. I think it's a little bit less obvious if I'm wearing it up here. Now, depending on your microphone, sometimes you can get something that you put on top of the mic to sort of reduce the amount of wind, wind that's affecting the microphone. Now, it's not a terribly windy day today, So we may not get some good tests. What I'm going to do is put on the little wind thing that I have for this. I've got the basic, wind, the little windscreen that comes with it. I've got that on there right now. But I'm going to put on an aftermarket one that I got from Rycote. I think it's Rycote or Rycote. I don't know how you say it, but I added on a little thingy to like a windscreen, wind protector, to block out some more of the wind. So I'm just going to see if that's going to help at all and see how effective that is. So I'll be right back. All right, so now I've got the little wind protector on here, and actually the wind's blowing a little more right now, so that's good. Benefits, hopefully it sounds better. I haven't listened to this yet, so I don't know what it sounds like. Drawbacks, it's a little bit big and puffy and obvious, but hopefully it does the trick. So I'm gonna go by the water, see if we get any more wind down there, and I'll do a little more walking and talking with the wireless lav mic connected with the little wind thingy. All right, so here we are taking another walk down here. I'm an audio guy and I should know what this thing is called. I mean, I don't know that I'd call it a windscreen. I guess it is a windscreen, but the microphone came with a windscreen. So maybe the product name is a windjammer. So this is a Rycote windjammer. The wind is blowing fairly decently. It's not blowing consistently, so I can't really give you too much. One downside of doing this style of vlogging is, man, your arm gets tired real fast. It's kind of annoying. Getting some wind here, blowing kind of behind me now. I'm gonna face into the wind now. So the wind is blowing this way, and it's gonna be easier to hold the camera like this, since I can use two hands, and it's also a better view. A lot of the recording I'm gonna be doing coming up, especially on my trip, is probably going to be more of this type of thing where it's me kind of talking behind the camera and rather than me being in front of it. So that's why the shotgun may not be an ideal solution or ideal microphone for this. I'm going to face into the wind here. I'm going to switch now to the Rode VideoMic Pro, and this does not have any sort of fancy wind protection on it. It just has the built-in wind protection that it came with. So let's see how that sounds. All right, so now we have the Rode VideoMic Pro attached, and we're doing the shotgun thing and walking and talking and seeing how this is. Now, I'm kind of purposely starting with the walk and talk, looking at the camera kind of thing, just so that we get a baseline for comparison. For when I go to pointing the microphone away from me, we're going to see what the difference in sound is. So let's do that right now. So now I'm behind the camera and the microphone is pointing straight away from me. And we'll do a little panning around, kind of taking a look, and I'll keep talking. So we're standing by Lake Travis here, which is real nice. Let's zoom in and check out that boat here. Using the built-in, the 18-135 kit lens that comes with the ADD here. So it seems like a really good versatile lens. Seems like I can do a lot with it, which I really like. And for those that are curious, the settings are, I'm using plus 20 dB out of the Rode mic, and I have the roll-off on flat, so I'm not using the roll-off on the microphone. I'll go ahead and throw it on, because we've got some wind blowing here, so I'm just going to wait for that wind to cut out a little bit. So we've got a little more wind blowing. All right, let's switch the roll-off on. Okay, so now the roll-off is turned on, and we're at plus 20 dB on the Rode VideoMic Pro. Actually, the wind is blowing now, so I'm just pointing it into the wind. Actually, you know what? Let me do this. I'll stand so the wind will blow straight into the mic while I'm talking. So hopefully this will give us some good data and good things to listen to when we get back and put these video files into the computer. And we've got some water kind of sloshing behind me, so hopefully we can hear that too. It sounds kind of nice. Actually, let's go over there. other than just holding a heavy camera with something on it, whether it's a microphone like a shotgun mic or a wireless receiver. You know, it's definitely going to make your arm tired if you're not used to it. But hopefully this is we got some good stuff to listen to. And I'm going to safely make my way back to my apartment and take a listen to this material and see how we're doing. Alright, so yeah, there you have it. There's some examples of kind of the differences in sound between a lavalier and a shotgun mic. So, kind of takeaways from that, the shotgun is definitely a good one to use if your subject is always going to be in front of the camera. If your subject is going to be moving around or is going to be farther away than about arm's length from the camera, I would say go with the lavalier. But if sort of budgetary restrictions put you in the realm of kind of the price of a shotgun, you'll do fine. Right now I'm talking to you with the Rode VideoMic Pro, and I'm fairly happy with how it sounds. I think it sounds great. It sounds nice and up close and personal. But the lavalier is always going to guarantee you that consistent up close and personal sound. So hope you enjoyed this, and by all means feel free to check out my channel and subscribe and like if you enjoy the videos, and I'll see you on the next one.